Do you have a retirement spending plan? A lot of people have a hard time putting together a retirement spending plan, and yet that is the second step in putting together a good retirement plan. You need to know how much you're going to spend. You need to know what that spending is going to be. Now, most of us don't have a budget anymore. We're making enough that we don't need to track every single dollar, and we've gotten away from having a budget. But as you move into retirement, you're transitioning from working, where you know exactly the money coming in, to this new time period where you're going to be living off of your Social Security, your retirement savings, possibly your pensions. And so you need to know, what are you going to spend, to know, are there any gaps? Are there going to be gaps in any period of time over my retirement years, and when will those occur, and what do I need to do to fill up those gaps? So to put together a retirement spending plan is very challenging for us. It usually is. And I'll say that unless you're a very detailed person, most people don't have this as a basis. So what you need to do is start with your current spending. What are you spending on your credit cards that you pay off every month? What are you spending that's coming out of the checking accounts? You could have some things that are on automatic drafts. You could have some things that come out from time to time. And you need to be sure that you don't forget those things that are coming out every once in a while. You pay property taxes once a year. You might pay your health insurance on a quarterly basis. You might pay your insurance on your home once a year. So you need to be sure to think about not just those things that happen every single month, but the things that happen throughout the year so that you can add them all in. A lot of times people also forget, as they're putting together their spending plan for retirement, they forget about big ticket items that come up irregularly. When are you going to buy your next car? What is that going to look like? How much is that going to cost, and how long will you have it? What are the sorts of things that you might need to pay for maintenance on your house? When do you need a new roof again? When is your hot water heater possibly going to go out and need to be replaced? Are you going to have to replace other things like your oven or your windows or other things like that? And then last but not least, you need to think about the healthcare costs. We talked about that a little bit in the last video, but it is very important to know that you have a plan for those future healthcare costs, no matter what they might become in the future. And so when you put that together, then you know what your spending plan is. Now you can divide that into a couple of different categories. One being, here's my basic. I've got to have this spending in order to support my basic lifestyle. You always need food, you always need utilities, you always need your health care. Then you can have on top of that your discretionary spending. This could be your travel, it could be things that you want to do for yourself. You could also have another category for the giving that you're going to do. What is that giving that you're going to give to family, you're going to give to charities? That is money that you're going to be giving away. And so by dividing this out, then you can look at, are your basics covered by the basic income coming in? And then how much of the discretionary and the giving, how much of that is covered? And then how much of your legacy goal, the money you want to have left at the end, is going to be there? That is how you look at a spending plan. And that's a very important step. Once you have that together, then you can start to build the rest of the plan around it. And we'll talk about that in the next video. So I hope you'll subscribe to this channel, because I don't want you to miss any of this. I want you to be on your best path for your retirement.